I forgot to tell you something. I flew on my way to Hong Kong to see Tanya from EXO behind my parents' back. They didn't know I was coming. They didn't know I'm going to this concert. I told them once a few months ago and they rejected it. I came here myself without them knowing. That is the best decision I've ever made. Hi everyone, right now I'm in Hong Kong and don't even ask, oh my god. If you want something, you have to fight it. No one gave you what you want unless you fight for it. Because waiting around, waiting for other people to give you what you want, other people are not reliable. So let me tell you, do not count on other people to give you your happiness. Right now I'm in Hong Kong. I planned this trip 3 months ago. That's because, you know, I really love Tanya. As soon as I realized, oh, he has a concert in Hong Kong, I was like, nah, I'm going to see it. Like, nobody can stop me. I just went back from the concert and it was phenomenal. And okay, like my 20s has no fucking regret. Like, I went to see this man, just came here to have fun, to make some important memories, like to end the 2024. I thought that's an amazing idea. But when I told my parents, like, they are against it. They were like, no, Chilia, you're not going. This is too dangerous. Like, you cannot go there alone. But I was like, this is my life. I'm just gonna do what I think is important. But at first, I wasn't going to just come here alone, you know? But right here, I'm alone. It was fucking amazing. Like, but before I was like, oh, like I've never been to Hong Kong before. Who should I go to a concert with? Maybe I should like bring my friends. So I contacted a few of my friends. They were down at first, but then like they have some change of the schedule and then ended up not coming. But did I stop myself from coming over here? No. If I just allow myself to be like, okay, my friend is not coming, I'm not gonna travel alone, then I used to be so scared of traveling alone. But now, even if nobody coming with me, I'm going to have this experience and nobody can stop me. This time I had to force myself. Eventually I got what I want. And I feel like that is absolutely fucking life-changing. You promised yourself something a few months ago, but you ended up doing it. You know, like I used to be someone with really low self-confidence and I was always procrastinating. I would make plans, but I never follow. And then I just ended up become so resentful towards myself. I was like, okay, Chilia, like this is your goal, but you're not gonna get it. Like, I don't have this kind of trust in myself. If you guys want to be confident, if you guys want to actually have belief in yourself, please, when you make plan, follow it. When you set a goal, follow your plan. Like, I beg you, like, stop completely not getting what you want. And then every time you set a goal for yourself, you plan a trip and then you ended up not coming because somebody else is not coming, you would be like, I knew you wouldn't come. Maybe to you, fly all your way to Hong Kong to see a concert is not something big, but let me tell you, like, this is something that is really big for me because I used to have this phobia of doing anything alone because I was extremely spoiled as a kid, like by my mom. Like, she would plan everything for me. Doing things like this is actually something it's not usual for me, and I was always the good kid. Like, I would listen to whatever she has for me. If she wants me to go to this school, I will go to the school. If she wants me to learn art, I will learn art. But I never like consider what I want. I just like, to me, I just know, oh, like everything she said is right, so I'm just gonna follow. But I want you to realize this. Sometimes being rebellious is a good thing. Do you know how much realization I had because of this trip? I realized if I want to do something, I can do it. I can actually do it instead of fantasize about it. I just feel like, okay, if I want to go to Africa, I can go to fucking Africa. If I want to do something, then no matter how complicated it is, I'm going to do it. So imagine you're planning a trip to go to Germany. You've never done that before. So everything, booking the hotel, booking plane tickets, like doing something with your visa, like all of this procedure, maybe it will become so like fucking complicated to you. So some people would just, okay, like that's too complicated, like I'd rather stay at home. People would find excuse for themselves to not step out of the comfort zone to get what they want, because this concert is in the afternoon, right? I was so nervous. I was extremely anxious. I wasn't sure if I still want to come. Stepping out of comfort zone is something that's really scary for me. Okay, my heart is really nervous. Although I know, like, I really want to see him. I really want to see this concert. I really want to enjoy myself. Gave 2024 an amazing end. I was extremely nervous. My body was shaking out and I didn't know why. Our body is not used to something new idea. Our body is used to something that we already know. Because of the fear of unknown, like our body becomes stressful, but I was so glad I eventually pushed myself to win through all of this, and it was one of the most best experiences in my life. I was so sad because the concert was over. I always know I will see him again. I just felt like I tell myself, Julia, okay, I didn't do a lot of crazy things this year, I didn't do a lot of crazy things this year, so I'm just gonna take a risk, I'm gonna get what I want, and I fucking did it. I was like, oh my god, Julia, I actually followed through my plan. Nothing is that hard, nothing is that deep, nothing is that complicated. If other people can do it, you can do it. It might seem complicated because you didn't figure out the whole process yet. Once you know all the steps, it becomes so fucking simple. People could say, oh, flying a plane is hard. Bro, there are tons of people flying the plane and they know exactly what's going on. To them, it's not hard because they know all the steps. As long as you break everything into steps, and if you want to do something, there is an instruction for everything. You can use Google, you can ask other people. If you want to fly a plane, if you want to land a plane right now, there is pilot school that teach other people exactly how to fly a plane. Because you don't know anything about how to fly a plane, you think, oh my god, it's the most complicated task in the world. But as long as you get to know about it, as long as you follow the instructions, all the steps, it's not that hard. That's how you fucking achieve anything. Most of the time we know exactly what should we do, but we just make things more complicated for ourselves. So we would have this excuse to just not do it. It's not something, oh, as long as I act confident, I am confident. Bro, that is not stable. It's not about, oh, just act confident. As someone that always act confident, I know, like most of the time I was nervous as hell when I was acting. You need to build this trust between you and yourself. So like I said, if I just promise myself, okay, I want to see this concert, but I ended up didn't plan anything, or I ended up not going after I planned everything, it's going to be a huge trust issues between me and myself. Okay, like I promised myself that I was going, yeah, but I find excuse to not go. Or if I promise me I will get into a really good school, but I ended up did not make any effort, of course I'm gonna be resentful towards myself. And from now on, I wouldn't trust myself with anything. If you want to trust yourself, when you actually decide you're going to do something, you actually do it and you succeed at it. I want to become a YouTuber. I want to make a YouTube video. Like, I've been saying that to myself for many years, for almost 4 years, but I never get started. I have been telling myself I want to be a pop star my entire life, but I never made any song until this year. I actually starting to learn how to make music. I started actually to make loops. I realized it's not that hard. I was doing something that I wish I did 4 years ago. I wasted so much time not believing in myself. I just believe I don't have talent for music. I just believe I could never become a YouTuber. I could never share things in front of cameras. I would never show my face. Like, that's how I felt 4 years ago. I was like, I want to do YouTube, but I could never be a real YouTuber. Whether it's hard or not, I'm going to do it. Because I cannot live a reality where I don't have what I want. Stop wasting time and stop promise yourself things but not follow through. Because the more you do it, the more you don't trust in yourself. The more you don't trust in yourself, the more you're gonna feel like you cannot achieve anything. Coming to Hong Kong is not even something that is really big, but to me, that is something I never did. This is something that is so small to other people, but to me, I literally feel like I can do anything. Just because I gave myself a promise I'm going to see this concert. When my friends is not coming to me, I still push it through. I still persisted. Because this is for me. This is not for other people. It's me that want to see him, not my friends that want to see him. It is very important for you to learn how to do things without other people. You cannot count on them. That is the truth. How many times they promised me, Chia, we're gonna do something that is really great together. We're gonna make a podcast. We're gonna create a business. But they didn't. I don't trust anyone. Sometimes I don't trust people, but right now I only trust myself. If I promise myself anything, I know I'm going to do it. Other people cannot decide what is going to happen to you now because you have all the control. If you want to start a business with your friends, do not depend on them. 1 minute ago they could tell you, Julia, I'm so down with this, but next minute they could tell you, I'm sorry, like I'm not really interested, it's too hard. Don't rely on other people. Don't depend your action to other people. Do what is the best for you. Become selfish. Do what is the best for you. Because if you're always waiting other people to help you to make the decision or to help you make progress, you are going to wait forever. Take your power back and do it yourself. How do you become stronger? How do you know you are unstoppable? It's when you realize you can do anything by yourself, that you don't need anything from other people to achieve things. It's when you realize you have all the power to yourself. Do not rely on other people to give you the success. I regret it so much this summer. I was really hoping that I could just go to Italy and travel, But I keep asking other people like, oh, would you go with me? Because I don't want to go alone. Like I was finding people online. I was trying to find travel buddies, But I ended up finding no one. But I was so scared because I didn't have the ability to travel alone. So I didn't go anywhere this summer. And I regret this so much. I should have go there myself. If I did, I would just have amazing experience, I would enjoy everything. Maybe I would even meet someone new. But I didn't because I was so scared. I'd rather just stay in my little apartment for 3 months without even going out. So next summer, I will plan a trip to Italy myself. I cannot wait for other people want to join me. If they ended up not coming again, I don't give a shit anymore. I'm just gonna come. I'm not gonna wait for anyone. Guys, do not wait for other people so you can live a good life. Do not wait for other people to experience what you want to experience. You can only depend on yourself. If you want to go travel, if you want to go to New York, go to New York by yourself. Trust me, once you did that, you are going to gain extreme confidence. You're gonna realize, okay, I can even go to New York by my fucking self. What else can I not do? Every time you think of something that is really hard, that is stopping you, you think to yourself, okay, last time I went to fucking New York myself. That is how you gain the confidence and trust in yourself. Stop waiting other people to go to a trip with you. Stop waiting other people to bring you to that restaurant you always wanted to go. I didn't wait for anyone to bring me to this concert because I wanted this. If nobody is going with me, I'm going with myself. If you are nervous before you do any of this, the best way you can stop being nervous is to plan everything beforehand. You need to figure out what are you going to do, which metro station you're going to, which line, which subway you're going to take. I want you to plan everything out before you actually do it. I want you to plan every detail so when you actually do it, you can count down. You will have everything you need and everything will go your way. So you don't have to be worried. I have a plan tomorrow, but am I nervous? No, because I already have all my plans out there. I know exactly what I'm going to do. Even if difficult situation happen, I still have backup plans. Always make backup plans when you are doing something you're not used to do. If you miss the plan, what are you going to do? Maybe you will book another hotel. Maybe you will rebook another flight. Literally nothing is that deep. If you need to do something difficult by yourself, like if you need to move your apartment to another city, search online, watch YouTube videos, like search on TikTok because there's always people sharing their experience. I want you to take note and then you do it step by step. This is how you avoid becoming anxious. If you are anxious about something that you're gonna do or that is going to happen, if you're just anxious and you don't know why, I want you to write down everything, including the reason why you're anxious. Once you realize what is the exact thing that is causing you the anxiety, you will figure out what are you going to do and when are you going to do it. I want you to create a timeline. Write down every single thing that you worry about and you send this list to ChatGPT. You ask ChatGPT to organize everything, tell you what can you do about the situation, when is the deadline, and then you ask ChatGPT to create a timeline of your actions. It would become so much easier. It would also make you to stop worrying about the things that you shouldn't worry about right now, because it's going to happen in the future. And if there is nothing you can do about the situation, it's quite useless to just be anxious, you know? If you have an exam in next month and right now you're here like feeling anxious, but you're not doing the work, I want you to do the work. I actually want you to do the work. Trust me. Once you do it, you're gonna be so much easier. Like, trust me. The worst feeling is that you know you should be doing something, but you're not doing it. And that is how you lost the trust in yourself. Trust me. So yeah, that is today's video. And if you like my channel, like and subscribe. If you want to be my future husband, send me an email. I'm just kidding. If you look like Lorenzo Zorzolo, send me an email.